Hello and welcome back to my channel, Stray Kids. They're here. I made this channel for the God's Menu comeback, and now we're finally at their second comeback since I started this channel. It's been a long road, but we're finally here. This song looks to be bombastic like God's Menu, something real hard and aggressive. Maybe another shot at people who talk shit about their music, who knows, but I really like the cockiness and charisma and confidence that we're getting from Stray Kids in this era, from what we've seen from the Unveiled tracks at least. So I'm so pumped for this. We're probably gonna have to watch this 2 times. If you're interested in extra Stray Kids content, the album, those reactions are going to be on Patreon. If you're interested in their variety content, any kind of promotional stuff they're gonna be doing during this, those are also going to be on Patreon. So please join me on there. I'm so psyched for this. Let's just get straight to it, man. We're gonna have to be watching this at least twice, and also this is filmed widescreen. It fits my ultra wide, so part of this might be cut off for you. Sorry. Let's just do it. Let's just do this. The animation, JYP opening the pockets, going all out. Ooh. Straight from Changbin to Han again, just like God's Menu. No way to lower my ego. Ooh. This set is Chan, Big Titty Committee member. Those outfits. Oh. Whoa, it's reminding me of One Us Is Lit a bit in certain scenes. Oh. Chan is looking amazing in this video. High-end, you are growing up, my dude. Ab alert. Oh, that's sick! The two-tone hair on Felix. Holy shit. Oh, dude, Lino did not come to fuck around on this comeback. What is happening? Beauty transition. Yin and yang action going? That was a lot. That was a lot. And also, it felt short, kind of like God's Menu, right? It says 3 minutes long, so God's Menu is a lot shorter than that, right? But that's why I like the length of that song, because it is aggressive. It's in and out, you know? It doesn't overstay its welcome. And that's what I felt about this song, listening to it. But it isn't as short as it felt, I guess. But I'm gonna go through that again. There was so much to see. I could barely pay attention to the lyrics. I could barely pay attention to everything that was going on screen. Video is gorgeous per usual. I think Stray Kids has some of the best videos out there, especially recently. Whoever has been working with them, I know they worked on like I think Itzy's last music video for Mafia in the Morning. They worked on Gimme Gimme with NCT 127. They're crazy. They're always so damn good. So I'm very impressed visually with this, 100%. Another song that I'm gonna have to probably just listen to a couple times to get the vibe of, because it's definitely something. I'd say that it's similar in tone to A God's Menu, but it's still so very different, and it is unlike something that I've really heard before. So it's gonna take some time, but let's do this a second time, at least the second time, and see what else we can pick up. I love how this starts with this animation. It's just so very different. You know, the whole idea of this. See, so they call me. It almost seems like this whole thing is really reminding me of the video game The Witcher. Almost as if these people are called, Stray Kids are called into this town or whatever to take care of this big bad that's coming. That's what it feels like just in my first listen and watching it. That big bad being maybe haters, people who talk shit, people who don't like their music, that can't just click on something else and listen to what they like, that need to open their mouth and say something. That's what it seems to be. Like, they are coming here to rid the town of those people. And I love how he calls his own name out. Yeah, there's such a cockiness to this. But not in a bad way at all. Those masks. Yeah, like, they're the Thunderous ones. They're the ones that, like, you know, cleanse the land. That's what this feels like. It feels like I'm watching a Korean version of The Witcher. We'll burn forever. We're going nowhere. This center time Lino is just making my heart grow 3 sizes. The dirty line. Here in these verses, I feel like they really just are blunt with it. Ooh, that quick chopping there. How sick is that? I can't wait to see the full choreo. Wow, can we just, this scene here with the like slats there just backlit, those god rays coming through, there's just so much beauty in this MV, and it happens so fast that you really do need to pause it and take your time and really witness everything that they're doing here. Even that transition there, that morph. Yes, and that is so creative. But what's going on here with like this scene? So you have this very traditional aesthetic here, but mixed with like race cars. So it's almost like we combine this traditional element with a lot of the scenery we saw in God's Menu, with like, you got race cars, and even here it's like there's like a server. What is a server doing here? It's just a weird mishmash of elements that I'm wondering exactly why that was the choice. Is there something here that I'm missing? Oh wow, that look right there on Felix is out of this world. Even that. This is something. Doesn't that mean, this means something? It's like your Adam's apple doing a, what does that mean? Yeah, and here's where I kind of got that Witcher sentiment, because you have like the town like bulletin board, you have your bounties on there, like the bounty hunters come through to rid the town of the trash, whatever is poisoning the well, poisoning the K-pop industry. And Auntie's people who talk shit are kind of doing that. There's so many annoying people on Twitter. I can't take it. Let's be mature. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Listen to your own shit. It just drives me nuts. So Stray Kids is here to kick your ass out, and I love it. This might be my favorite part. Just Lino going the fuck off. Final warning. Ah, that's them spitting it out? Spitting you out? You have a yin and yang look there. Good and evil. The riding the clouds as Changbin is being carried like a goddamn king. The king that he is. Ooh. Damn. And they're gonna Shoryuken us. Shit. Very cool. What I've loved about this is that they've gone into some pseudo fantasy element that really reminds me of those teasers that they had for God's Menu, where they all had their weaponry and it was very like silly and everything. And you can even see that in like the Thunderous trailer for this MV, which honestly, for what was in there, doesn't relate to this whatsoever for the most part. But even in that trailer, it kind of wraps up the sentiment that I was kind of talking about, to where there's this big bad, this evil that they're all rallying up to defeat, and you can kind of see it then here on display. But I think my idea, or it's pretty much solidified. I think it's very true of exactly what they're talking about. You know, the album being called Noisy, being a reference to noisy. People call their music noise music, all that. It's people that aren't exposed to other, I mean, that's what it is. It's people that aren't exposed to lots of different types of music and are very insular in their idea of what music can be. There are people that listen to gargling vocalizations, just the weirdest things that you can think of. Like, they have like scream singing, they have so like, and I don't mean like metal, I mean like different types of scream singing. It's strange, but you know, that's someone's cup of tea. It's all up to the listener and what you like. And hey, if you don't like it, don't engage with it. Just don't. Then that's it. Just walk on. Go and enjoy what you like. And I like that Stray Kids are kind of taking that stand in saying that they're not going anywhere, which they are absolutely not, because I'm about to refresh this video and I'm going to probably see over 2 million views on this thing already, because they're going to be a staple in this industry for a very long time, whether those people like it or not. So that's all I really got to say. I'm so excited to check out the album. I'm so psyched for Domino. That sounded amazing. Secret, I think Han's song sounds so damn good. So if you want to see the album reaction with me, that is going to be on Patreon later today. I'm going to have to go to sleep after this so I can be awake and refreshed for that reaction, as well as any promotional stuff they do, variety stuff, whether it's like Weekly Idol, because I know they're going to be on that this time for this comeback, whether they do a Mafia dance, anything like that, that will be on Patreon. And I'd love to do their Mnet show that they got for winning Kingdom, which also all of Kingdom is on my Patreon if you're interested as well. But thank you guys so much for the support. Let me know what you thought of this comeback. I really love the energy of this. I love the sentiment. I don't think a song like this is going to top what God's Menu did for me. It is hard to top the energy of a God's Menu and the gym bangerness of a God's Menu, but I for sure do like this. But I think there's gonna be another song on the album. I think there's gonna be a few songs that I like more than this, and I'm very, very excited to get to it, because what we heard from the unveiled tracks, it sounds really like possibly album of the year type stuff. So I'm very, very excited. Please join me on there. Subscribe if you're new, like this video if you enjoyed it. Please check out my other Stray Kids videos down below in the description. I got a nice playlist there for you. Just let me know what you thought of this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.